Hello everyone, my name is Qianshu Yushi. I'm from Group 12 of HCI454. My project is to restructure the Lincoln Park Zoo official website, and now let's start. At first, I want to talk about the project overview. For this project, I would like to focus on reworking the information architecture of the Lincoln Park Zoo website. This website provides the guide for visitors and also the methods, the path for animal lovers to make some contributions such as donating, go shopping on this zoo. I think this website, which includes two navigation menus, is not that satisfactory on user experience because some users could not find information that convenient and quickly. So my mission is to improve this. Based on the condition, I did the user interview on 3 users of Lincoln Park Zoo website. They both faced on some difficulties and they said about their frustrations. I collected them and decided to do the content inventory first. This is the timeline of my project. I begin from the defining scope and content inventory. After collecting the information of this website, I came out the sitemap version 1. Using the data from sitemap, I did the cart sort and tested the collected data from initial cut short and made revisions and evaluated the data to refine website changes. After conducting a second round of cut short, I'm able to test the results from the first round of cut short and get further information into the structure of the site. When they are all complicated, I conducted the TreeJack test in order to understand what users would face, what difficulties would the user face on accomplishing our key text, and do I need to change the name of navigations, and do I need to remove something? After that, after collecting the data from TreeJack, I came out the final version of sitemap and then did the wireframes of our key task. Here is the content inventory I did in order to understand what content it have and what content it should have of this website. It has 12 categories and 51 major subcategories, and I found some problems that multiple navigational menus it has, but no obvious prioritization as you see about the zoo and plan visit. I don't know which could be prior to the other one, but it has and did not show the prioritization. As you see, it has the same link on 2 pages, but it all linked to the same item, the same content. As you could see, there are some redundant subcategories navigations need to be classified, and some could be removed from subcategories. Based on this condition, I did the first version of sitemap. I classified the 2 navigational menus into 6 categories: plan visit, animals, programs, contact us, support, and news, and classify the 51 subcategories into 22. Based on this data, I conducted the first round of cart sorting. In order to understand the project's feature and content, group and categorize content, I created 22 cards classified by result and tested 10 participants. And here is the result. As you could see, people felt confused and hard to distinguish between support and contact us. The main difference between that, they could not distinguish, and people don't know which category does newsletter sign up belong to. And some people think support is this term is hard to understand in this page because it could be understood as help us. It could also be understood as customer service. So it's not that clear to them, and some participants cannot understand what resources means. It could be understand as a learning resources, so it could be placed under programs, but it could also be understood as animal resources, so it could be placed under animals. Based on the data I collected, I made some changes. At first, I changed the name of volunteer to volunteer program so they could not be confused by careers or other options. And I removed the private event from subcategories. It could be placed on some other pages, and I combined two subcategories: daily activities and zoo events into daily activities and zoo events. It is only one subcategory. So based on my changes, I conducted the second round of cut sorting in order to further prove my findings and test whether the changes I made worked. The result is pretty success, but still some problems remain that participants still feel confused about what science center means here, because it could be a place or could also be a group of scientific activities. So I changed the name to Science Centers for Observation, and participants still feel confused about the main category support. The navigation, location, direction hours is tricky, so I removed it from plan your visit and place it to each page of animal information, so it will be clear that it means the location and related information of one specific animal. And the most important updates of the whole design process was that I combined the two categories, support and contact us, and changed the name of this new category to support us. So that could be not it could be not that ambiguous for them, because some might understand it as a help us or customer service. The new term means support us. It could only be help us make your contributions to the zoo. After making those updates, I did the TreeJack test in order to determine if the elements and structure of our current sitemap could fit users' need to accomplish the key tasks. I made 5 tasks for users to accomplish, and here's the result. As you could see, the second question is not that success. The second is that if you want to have a field trip in Lincoln Park Zoo at summer, where could you read the related information and plan one? As you could see, the failure rate is pretty high. It's 50%. That I make some assumptions. What is the reason of that? Why could so many participants made direct failure? So, based on this situation, I plan to change the keywords in test question, because, as you know, some participants may think this test is a kind of exam, so they would find the keywords, refine the keywords, plan, and match the options in the answer. So, based on this situation, I changed the name from do you want to have a field trip in Lincoln Park Zoo to want to plan the field trip. I both use the word plan in order to test is that the reason of failure. If the failure rate increased, that proved that my assumption is true. Based on that data, I conducted the second round of TreeJack test. As you could see, the failure rate of the second test was still pretty high. That represented my assumption was corrected, that because I both used the term plan. Some participants think you need to refine the keywords to match the options. So it proved that I did not need to change the word of plan field shape, because it's only because the wording of question, but not the name of navigation. After collecting all the data, I came out the final version of sitemap. And as you could see, it has five major categories and 19 sub-major categories. The sitemap has gone through 2 iterations, and the final sitemap showed this change was so successful. After that, I did a wireframe, and the task is search the information of one animal. I first click on the home page, click on the category name animals, click here. Then the animal would show the subcategories, all categories, exhibits, animals A to Z. They both worked because one animal, the polar bear, belongs to mammals. You can click into this page. You could also click into exhibits because this animal is exhibiting, and you could also click on this category because this is a search page that you could search the name of polar bear, and it also worked. As I clicked into the animals A to Z, and you could input the name here, polar bear, and then click on apply. So the information of polar bears showed here. Throughout the entire research process, I tried several research methods, and I learned a lot of how to conduct cut-short test and TreeJack test, how to make interactive design on sitemap. From the beginning, I did content inventory and learned basic features of this website. Cut sorting helped me to know more about what users actually want to see on website and how could they categorize the content. TreeJack let me know how clear the user flow is and what difficulties they would face on the procedure. In this process, I think the rewarding to change the name, combine the categories support and contact us, and change the name into support us is the most significant changes, and improved a lot on the success rate. I think I successfully made this page more user friendly and easier to find content. Thank you, that's all.